Hei, bine v-am regăsit! Eu sunt Roberto și, așa cum vă spuneam în episodul precedent, abia m-am întors din Grecia de la evenimentul eGaming, pe care eu îl consider unul dintre cele mai reușite evenimente de gaming la care am participat vreodată. În episodul trecut am făcut o scurtă recapitulare a lucrurilor care s-au întâmplat la eGaming 2015, dar am și trecut printr-o prezentare destul de detaliată a sistemului Alienware Area 51, o bestie de sistem pe care o să o apreciați cu adevărat doar atunci cât înțelegeți motivele din spatele întregului design. Dacă nu ați văzut episodul precedent, merită să o faceți chiar acum, pentru că prezentarea lui Area 51 este extrem de interesantă și informativă. Dar în acest episod, prietenul nostru Andreas, reprezentant eGaming 2015 și pasionat de calculatoare și jocuri video, a răspuns la toate întrebările posibile despre Alienware Graphics Amplifier, un produs cu un preț de 250 de euro ce îți permite să atașezi orice placă grafică de PC laptopului tău Alienware 13, 15 sau 17 R2. L-am întrebat pe Andreas ce este Alienware Graphics Amplifier și care este motivul existenței acestui produs.
So one of the problems with laptops is that the graphic cards are not strong enough. Okay, you see the benchmarks, but when the time comes to play, sometimes even with Alienware, we saw that the user, in order to have the performance they expect, they need to buy the SLI models, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so there was a research done about Alienware, a case study, and they were asking all the users, what do you want from your computer? Do you want it to be stronger? Do you want it to be more powerful? Do you want it to be thinner? Do you want it to be lighter? So, after doing this research, what the result was that we want a thinner, lighter machine without losing too much performance. So they want everything. Okay, so let's see how we could, so the engineers went back to the drawing board and said like, okay guys, let's see what we can do. So the Caldera was born. What is the amazing thing with the Caldera is that you have a desktop powered GPU like this GeForce GTX980, which is a really badass card, and you have this baby plugged into your laptop and it becomes its new processing unit for the graphics, GPU.
Putem folosi acest produs împreună cu orice placă grafică PCI Express?
You can put any card you want as long as it's in the standard NVIDIA or ATI AMD now form factor. That means that it needs to be on the specific design that the stock manufacturer gives. I will show you what I mean, because there are some overclocked cards or with special cooling systems that they are wider.
Yeah, so it has to be based on the reference design.
Exactly.
De ce și-ar cumpăra cineva Alienware Graphics Amplifier?
These puppies have an i7 inside. An i7 processor will hold you for 4 years, 5 years. A graphics card, in 2 years, it's starting to show its age, especially if it's a mobile one. So in this case, the first reason is you get upgradability. You know that you are buying a laptop, and 2 years down the road, you can put a little bit of extra cash, get one of these babies, and you're covered. The second reason is maybe you are a student. Maybe you are a guy that is on the move all the time. You're a mobile user. You don't want to have a desktop. You want to have a laptop when you go out. But at the same time, you want to have the power when you are at your docking station. So in this case, you just plug another monitor, and suddenly your laptop is exactly the same as a very, very powerful desktop computer. You have exactly the same power. Another thing is that maybe you have the very small factor, you have the 13-inch. With this, you get the power. Because if you get the 17-inch, maybe you have a very strong card, maybe you don't need it first day. But if you want a very small one, the 13-inch, which I find very sexy, you plug it to this, you plug it to a monitor, and you have a desktop that is this big, and you can take it everywhere with you.
Ca o ultimă întrebare, cum funcționează conexiunea dintre laptop și placa grafică externă?
So, the real challenge is how you can have an external graphics card behave like it's built in onto a motherboard without any latency. So this is what they came up to, the Caldera port. It's only for Alienware, it only connects with Alienware, it only connects these two things. It's very, very fast, and it's like having it connected to your motherboard and it's an amazing product. You can put 3 monitors just like this and work. This also makes it nice for docking and undocking. So the only thing you do is you take your computer, plug it in from the back, and you don't need to connect your monitors every time you do this. So you just plug this one cable and boom, you go to the monitors and everything works perfect.
Trebuie să recunosc că am fost impresionat de ideea amplificatorului grafic și sper ca acest tip de dispozitiv să devină un standard al acestei industrii. Pentru moment îl putem găsi doar în oferta Alienware, ceea ce îi oferă acestui brand un avantaj competitiv și din punctul de vedere al funcționalității și nu doar al esteticii și calității construcției. Sper că v-au plăcut cele 2 episoade filmate în Grecia, iar dacă vreți să aflați cele mai tari informații despre IT, nu uitați să vă abonați la canalul nostru. Pa, pa!